7. Barrett outside the switch. Doncic goes all out. Great step. And then he hammers it home. Broke his ankles.
What's going on, guys? Welcome into Clutch B-Ball TV. I hope you guys are doing well, and this video is going to be about Dennis Smith Jr. And you guys are probably wondering, why are you making a video on Dennis Smith Jr.? He's trash. Most likely he did play his last game as a Knick, and that was like in garbage time. So yeah, Dennis Smith Jr. is cooked. He's done. He was a hyped up prospect out of NC State, and I'm with you guys. I wasn't the biggest fan of Dennis Smith Jr. Like, coming into the draft, drafted by Dallas, of course, 9th overall after the Frank Ntilikina pick, I understood the athleticism and the upside he could bring to the table of initiating contact, finishing at the basket. But he was really inefficient, of course, in his years in the NBA. Didn't have a reliable three-point shot, wasn't really a true playmaker, and he was very ball dominant. And I didn't think he was like good enough to be like a number one option and be that ball dominant and win basketball games, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, Dennis Smith Jr. has been disappointing in his tenure as a Knick. Of course, he came over in the Kristaps Porzingis trade. Of course, another part of that trade is that 2021 NBA draft pick that's currently in the lottery right now. It's a 9th overall pick. But I have a lot of respect for Dennis Smith Jr. and what he said and most likely he's going to be doing. Dennis Smith Jr. is not getting a lot of action due to guys like Elfrid Payton, due to guys like Emmanuel Quickley, Austin Rivers, like those guards, of course. And I thought this was a very mature approach by Dennis Smith Jr. He's not playing, and of course he had the big offseason. Everyone's like, his jump shot's going to be improved. He's going to be unbelievable, and he's going to be looking like a beast, and it's going to make the Porzingis trade look better. Of course, when the whole blockbuster trade went down, heading over to the Dallas Mavericks, Kristaps Porzingis. But Dennis Smith Jr., when he's not playing and he's not getting like any action whatsoever, he's not complaining, he's not saying trade me, I'm way better than you guys think I am, trade me to a championship contender, trade me to this team so I have a better opportunity. No, he's saying send me down to the G League, and we don't know the true reasoning behind that, but I have a lot of respect for him. He's like, you know what, I want to prove to other NBA teams that I am good, and I want to prove to the Knicks that I am an NBA caliber player and I do deserve minutes, and I want to show that I am a leader and I'm going to do what's best for this team and I'm going to do what's best for me. Yes, I may not be getting action on the court, but I'm going to prove what I'm capable of in the G League. And a lot of players may be like, oh, the G League, that's for trash players, but Dennis Smith Jr., he really took the mature approach, like, yeah, I believe in myself, but I have a lot of work to do when it comes to my game, and I want to get reps. I want to get better as a player every single day. I want to get attention. I want to do what's best for this team, but I also want to do what's best for me. And he did something that was like the most mature way. It was the most mature approach you could have done as a professional athlete. Not saying I demand a trade, saying, you know what, send me down to the G League and I want to develop and I want to improve. And if you like what you're seeing from me, you could bring me back up and maybe carve a role in for me. I'm not demanding to be a starting point guard. I'm just demanding, or I'm not demanding anything. I'm just doing what's best for me. And if you want to bring me back, that's awesome. If not, it's okay. Hopefully I get some recognition from another NBA team. But he's recognizing that I believe in myself, but I got to be better. Not getting any minutes. I'm still going to be practicing with you guys, learning the playbook. I'm still going to be involved in this basketball team, but I also want to do what's best for me. And I just think that was a very mature approach by Dennis Smith Jr., not demanding minutes, not saying anything on social media like demanding like me being the starting point guard, like I'm better than Quickley, I'm better than Elfrid Payton, or anything like that. I just have a lot of respect for Dennis Smith Jr. He may not be one of my favorite players, but he just had a very mature approach there. And yes, it is disappointing when everyone's like, his jump shot's fixed like 2 summers in a row. I was never sold on it because I was like, yes, it looks good in pickup games, but how does it really translate to true NBA games? But let me know down below your thoughts and analysis. And as always, guys, have a humble day or night. Peace out, y'all.